Let's fight. Let's fight, good folks. A very good evening to each and every one of you. Let's fight. We trust that you guys are great. We trust that you folks are well wherever you are joining us from this evening. It's 8 o'clock and we are live in the ring. Who vex vex? Who vex vex? Good to have each and every one of you on the live. Good folks, we are delighted that you folks are here with us. We are happy to see you here. Roxanne Odessa, good to see you here. Sukchan, Sudhari, we see you as well, Sukchan, and all the other beautiful, fantastic folks joining us tonight. We are privileged, we are happy, we are delighted. Idol Rodney from 5. Idol, how you doing? Good to have you. Thanks for the thing, huh? Idol, thanks for the thing. Pace and power, good folks. We are ensuring we are shared to all the true and correct places, valid, credible information all the time. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. To all of the technicians who are on duty tonight. We won't go fire nobody, you know. Irvin Henry, that is, and Seborn Semple, and all the other beautiful peace-loving folks who are joining us. We won't go fire nobody, so please share the damn live, smash the emoji button. We're happy to be in the land of the living. You know, the Navy Tech, we have the air. The bills got to pay, folks. The bills. Partner with us as well. Wherever you're joining us from tonight, partner with us as well, good folks. You know, I just feel like playing it. Just to remind you folks, we don't run out of water. So share the live as you come in the live. Smash that emoji button. Pollyanna Schultz, Pinky Kurt, Deborah Joanna Lynch, Chinsing Henry. Share the live. Smash the emoji button. Partner with Vito.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring? Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring? Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring? Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
So we only run it a couple times. We only run it a couple times. Rena Cummins and all the other folks. Colin Isaacs, we only run it a couple times so it could sink in. Wonder Fortune, Marcel Fordyce, we only ran it a couple times so it could sink in a little bit. You see how? You got to share the live, folks. You got to smash that emoji button, and you got to partner with us as well. Wherever you're joining us from tonight, we got lots to share with you. We got the fight card set. It's what you all waited on, folks. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button for us. And please, let me go down the road. Quick, fast, in a hurry. We're fired up at this, and it's only y'all we waiting on you. Some of y'all dragging yourself. Pay some power, good folks. You guys fired up? You're ready to go? Well, we're ready. We're ready. So we waiting on you. Fired up, good folks? You're fired up. Are you guys ready to go? Well, we're ready. Share the live. Smash the emoji button for us. And let me go down the road, good folks. Let me go down the road. What are y'all waiting on? Share Share the damn live. Smash the emoji button for us. Good peoples. Let me go down. Let me go. 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 Let's go, good folks. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good to have you folks on with us. Lots to share with you, good folks. Lots and lots to share with you, good people. How are you all doing, man? Where you all be, where you all at? So much to share with you guys. Just holding for y'all, holding for the few. Share the live, good folks. Smash that emoji button, good people. And then let me go down. Let us move on down, good folks. Let's move on down. We know about y'all. Be ready. If you already be ready too, don't come wrong with funny. Don't do it. Don't do it. If y'all set, we set too. Toe. We set as well. Good folks, we fired up. Ready to go. Who do we have to deal with tonight? Who we got with us? We got Mark Almond, Charles Nelson, Chalana Almay. Good to have you, Chalana. Suchan Sudhari, Enid Miggins is here as well. Wonder Fortune. We got Rosetta Barton as well. And Wayne Brown, folks. We trust that all is well. Let's have a go at it, folks. Look what we're following on the fight card tonight. Press that. And then we press something else. And it should come up. It should come. It's by the hustling we. Don't hustle we. Don't hustle we, folks. Look at some of the stuff we're following. Some of the stuff we're following. A protest with journalists. A protest with journalists. Folks, when you're journalists protesting, you know you're in trouble. When you're journalists protesting, you know you're in trouble. Sion Salvatore, good to have you. Marcia Harris. I see O'Neill's King is here. Starbucks. We're going to talk about Starbucks too. The PNC officer in Let's them boys again. Them boys again. Jadgeo could lie. Oh, God. Like when I was trotting. And then what's happening in Thailand, folks? What's happening in Thailand? Jadgeo's lie like when I was trotting. Let's fight. Diana Abrams, Paul Hawk Kippins, Diana Badin, and all the other folks. I see Roxana Odessa is here, and I see O'Neill's and Kim Luke. Let's fight, good folks. And let's fight. That's some of what we following. And the folks, we heading into the opener. We showed you in Bartica, we were there, and so nice, we got to do it twice. We got to do it twice. You know, Bartica asks for an encore. So nice. We got, you can tell I was rested from last evening, huh? So nice. we got to do it twice, good folks. Them folks said, Jadgeo lie, gonna catch up with he. Then he could lie. You see, coalition built some roads in Bartica. Still stand up strong. Last year, people finished some roads in Bartica, falling apart. You didn't hear any press conference. I didn't boy had a press conference today. He could lie. Subtle. You know how we say it in the vernacular. He could lie subtle. He could lie. Yep. And that's where we're opening, folks, back in Bartica. Looking at those roads. He could lie. Take a look, good folks. I'm on the road, folks. We outside. Boots on the ground with the former Minister of Infrastructure, David Patterson. So we are here in Bartica, folks. We're on the ground in Bartica. And we're just making a couple stops, checking out to see how things are going. I'm privileged to be with David Patterson, former Minister of Infrastructure. Now, David, one of the things you've been saying is that you haven't noticed much change here than the way we left it. We are standing on a road that was done by the coalition. It is still standing very strong. Talk to us about some of your observations thus far.
Good night, folks. But Sheridan, I haven't been up here for a while. I mean, about 2 years. I mean, since post-COVID, and with
hold it a little closer first.
With all the money that is being splashed around, 3 times biggest budgets and so forth. You know what I mean? I expected to come to see a tongue and a Bartica and an area awash with new development. The most modern development is what we left here. The coalition left here in 2020. I mean, this road that you see here, that's the entire thing, brainchild of us. I mean, because we moved away from doing this asphaltic road and we did concrete road. I mean, I did it really well. It's standing. But I'm just surprised that, I mean, I don't know, like this is almost like if Region 7 stood still. and they had so much money.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, you know, I mean, you hear Edgel and them talking about all this transformational development. Nothing has transformed. I mean, this is almost like Back to the Future at the moment. I still think, you know, I mean, much more can be done. I just came off one on the road. You know, I mean, it's almost like an abortion road.
Yeah.
The road of the line there. You know, what I mean, they haven't done anything like that.
Is that the Potara Road? I might know my thing is right.
Yes, right. The Tower Road.
And then, in addition to that, they're telling us that some of the roads here is being done by some doctor. But the point people want to make is that the roads are falling apart very, very quickly. Again, we're standing up on a road that was done 3-4 years ago that's still standing very strong.
But the hallmark of the PVP always is cheap, done, nasty, and quick. Friends and family, you know, I mean, that's all it is. I mean, long as you they feel that anybody could be a contractor. I mean, you say, I mean, my person could be a doctor, baker, a candlestick maker, and they just give them and they will give them a contract.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously, and then the engineers. I mean, I know that from the ministry. I get the feedback all the time. The engineers are scared to even intervene because they're protected. Every time they intervene, they go above their heads. So therefore, we're getting less value for money here, people. But I'm glad that, I mean, we're walking around and everybody, as you said, to give you a high five and those things like this. We walk around here and they're saying to us, they're glad that we came to see what's going on, you know what I mean, because they saw the transformation beforehand in that that short period of time that we were there versus what is being done here. I don't know if I don't know if they're punishing Region 7 because this is a region I think the coalition won, but this is nothing there. And I came up with Stelling.
And I want to circle back to some of what you said were your expectations. From the selling we saw, what they said, the river ambulance isn't working. Some of the other David G boats aren't working. I mean, like, what was your expectation? One Guyana, all these big mansions, billion spending.
I honestly, and folks, I must apologize for not coming here before because I honestly expected, with the amount of money we pass every year in the budget, I honestly expected something more transformational. You know, I mean, I honestly expected that the people of Region 7, people of Bartica would have been having all these fancy things, but they're not doing that. They're spending the money willy-nilly in harebrained schemes in Georgetown and building Silica City and those things like that. I mean, and the people that live here, this road, the reason this road we're on here is the main link between Bartica and all the mining activities and Georgetown and those things like that. And our idea was that my idea and the coalition idea is that we would concrete it all the way down to the Sharima crossing. They've gone away from that, you know what I mean? They just do finished up because when we left, several of the contracts were in place already, but they had to stop due to COVID. So all they've done is finish up a couple, given it to their friends to do some inferior work, and then you know what I mean. So I must say, you know what I mean, I am quite disappointed. I came up with the Bartica Stelling. That is a death trap. We had a plan, we got money from it, we got a whole design for it, we had funding for it.
They're achieving your projects, but they can't execute it the way you want.
And they're not even doing it, you know what I mean? And that is so sad. And they go around saying how they love the country and they love the people and better life for all. And
but it's still friends, family, and favorites. One of the things the rain is coming down. One of the things you said to us is these harebrained schemes, Silica City and elsewhere. They've started. I know they've started this housing scheme at the back this way. But one of the challenges, they started it, they stopped it. But now we're in local government election. They started back again.
So I've always said the devil's in the details, and when it comes to PVP, and they're all smoked and mirrors. All it is, they do this, they'll stop. They want you vote for us, we get in. If you vote for us and we get in, you get the house out and those things. No, they don't like the people. They don't like Guyanese unless they only do things that they can make money for.
It's all about that. Thanks very much, David.
This shirt is what one Guyana looks like This is the PPP versus right down there. If you turn around, if you look right there, that's where we started. Right to that there. That's 100 feet. And this is what they're doing.
David, how recent was this road done?
Yes, I mean, they said they did it up to last year. That's what the guys are telling me, but it's.
And you could almost fit in that pothole there.
Yes, but they have no vision. You know what I mean? Why do this to the Bartician people? You know what I mean? If you right there, that's where we started working. We did all this. Look what it is now.
Let's take a short walk up, David, and get a sense of
you
some
get
of
a perspective. You know what I mean of what's going on here. How are you, brother?
Morning.
Morning. Yes. Yeah. So you mean Sheridan, and this is what they tell the people. They tell the people that they care for them. They tell people they're spending many billions of budget. Agile, Indar, and all them got up and say transformation. This is what they've transformed this into.
And David, no doubt millions of dollars has been awarded. Awarded at least.
We don't deal in millions anymore, sure.
Billions. Billions awarded.
Yeah, billions. You know, I mean, it's nothing millions anymore. Millions were under coalition. I got up and I told it, and Agile has never refuted it. We used to build a brand new road for just about $49 million a kilometer. Agile and team and the government are building $112 million. I spoke in Parliament in the last budget. They haven't refuted it because we have the numbers. They have 3 times the cost that we did before. That's what's happening here. And of course, was really, yes, and the cost of it, the actual cost hasn't gone. Probably only gone over like 10%. All the millions has just gone to their friends and family. Look, I mean, the poor bum mine. Cars just on the there. But this is what One Ghana looks like. This is what the transformation that they've offered the people. Why? We have so much money, Sherrod. There's no reason why this here should not be a highway, a clean highway. They don't do any drainage. If you notice when we were out there, we put drains along the side of the road to ensure that you know that the people can see. They're here.
Here's another portion of that very road.
Yes.
Done by the PPP.
And of course, you know what I mean, it's not only the roads, the cars, you know what I mean, the repair on your cars. I mean, this is it. This is what they're giving us. So folks, I mean, I'm glad that you're seeing it for yourself. I'm glad that you're not buying into the propaganda. The propaganda that you hear about all bright and beautiful in this sunny, lovely Guyana. Not true at all. Not true at all. They're just simply taking our money, spending it, friends and family, using it up to go on trips all over the world. You know what I mean? The president flies out, and all the ministers fly out first class and so forth. And worse yet, every year we get about $1 billion coming in from the oil revenue. $1 billion. You know what I mean? That is like more money than some countries would ever have in 3 or 4 years. We have it every single year. It's going to increase. And you can't even do anything proper for our people. It's a shame.
Thanks again, David. I was saying, folks, those roads were built just last year. The roads with the huge potholes just last year, and it was those somebody just take asphalt and shite. Remember the asphalt land? Leonard Jacobs, Marlon Simpson, Sion, Hazelin, Ramkin, Lester Williams, Marlon Sampson. People just shite the asphalt bottoms. Wherever land? Bantu King, Wilma Grant. Wherever the asphalt land does it. Last year, those roads with those potholes, you know, we couldn't resist. You know, people asking us, play back again. Let the world see. These quacks, they bring in as contractors. Quactors, not contractors. Jennifer Griffith, you know, those are some of the issues we're following, folks. Look what else we're tracking. Bring it in, of course, from Around the world, good folks, or are we? Bring it in from around the world. Yeah, look, some of the issues we're touching tonight. Boom. Where are we? Tunisia. Tunisia. Remember the Arab Spring started here in this beautiful country? Well, they managed, believe it or not, to get another dictator in. And he won't change up some of the laws because he like free speech. He like them boys. They talk about free speech, but they really got free speech. And that's what's happening down there in Tunisia. They want to pass a law. They call it the terror laws. Soon as you wrong talk, that's it. Does that sound familiar? That's the dictator's handbook. Right out of it, the dictator's handbook. So the journalists ain't having it. Henrietta Anthony, they're not having it. Drelsma Moore, Ibn Lamy, they're not having it. That's what's happening, guys, in Tunisia. And then we got, rich people problems. Next over here. Rich people problems. Clive Jackson. Edward Brooms, you ever get rich people problems? This one will shock you. This rich people problems. Cornelius Kings. Some of you said that's the kind of problems I want. Rich people problems. Lester and Clive Jackson, Godfrey, Montaigne. Folks, I was so tired after last week, and after last weekend, we had a full weekend. We try to throttle back on the weekend, but we got to get more information for you guys. So it took us to Bartica, and, like Ardeen said, former Prime Minister of New Zealand. Is it New Zealand? Hope I get my countries right. She said, "You got enough in the tank." That's how I felt yesterday. You all forgive me. After the full week last week, running about several places and then out your tongue over the weekend. I was ready. We were ready. Had all the content set. But, you don't get that oomph. You know the kind of way. And folks, y'all know this. I got some COVID fat. I trying to throw off. I got a little COVID fat. I got rich people problems. I saw somebody in the comments, I think it was this morning, said you need to exercise. Some of y'all don't even know. Hip people out here struggling, struggling. You all say all kinds of things. You need to exercise. But thankfully, there was a guy in the comments who usually see me in the park every weekend. He said, yes, I see him. He's exercising. Rich people problems. Listen, hold on. Let me show y'all. Zachary. Rich people problems. Everett and Edward. Glycis Mingo. Ibn Rosamond. Let me show you rich people problem. Now, Starbucks changing the size of the ice cube. That's national news in the US. Yeah, they said they're giving you some smaller ice cubes now, more compact. Folks, you understand what happened in Haiti? You understand what happening in Ukraine? Them boys worry about the size of the ice. The size of the ice in the Starbucks coffee. You see, rich people problems. I don't know if the one here is going to be subjected to that too. But I see y'all lashing out now with y'all Starbucks. You folks on Twitter especially can't get enough for y'all. With your Starbucks. Yeah, so Starbucks said they're changing the size of the ice. And they're wanting to know, as a matter of fact, they said some consumers having a meltdown. Oh my, the size of the ice. Oh, how shall we go on? Rich people problems. Right? Elise Fraser, Joylyn Cook, Yonette, rich people problems. How shall we go on? The size and shape of the ice. Yeah. Rich people problems. We wonder where the next box of cocoa coming from. Having 10,000 Chase Green. Them people worrying about the size of the ice. I'm happy for them. Moving on, good folks. We're happy for them. The size of the ice. Yeah. That's national news, boy. You see? Hold on. Don't let me call over there yet. Rich people, that's what we call it around these parts. That is what we call it. You see? Rich people problems. Right? Do we have it? Want to make sure we have it. We don't have another categorization for it. Right? We don't have another categorization for it. So I wanna get the facts straight to show you all, where we there. Some of y'all got this problem, rich people problems. Y'all worrying about the shape of ice and stuff. Say we didn't have money. Starbucks this is CNN, business. CNN business news, rich people problems. Starbucks is changing its ice cubes. Will consumers have a meltdown? This is, I'm telling you, CNN, revered internationally. Right? Consumers who order cold beverage will now sip on, listen to this, hold it. First it was just ice, an ice cube. Right? Not them boys that like rich people problems. This will now be known as nugget ice. You will now have nugget ice in your drinks, right? Ice pieces which are smaller than the change current cube. See, shit? Right? This is not just ice, this is ice nuggets now. Folks, it's frozen water, Frozen water, ice nuggets, nugget ice. Folks, let's move on. Don't let me detain you here forward. Don't let me detain you here more. We got enough problems in this country. Nugget ice. How y'all going to nugget ice? Roger, you've had it yet? Nugget ice. Volme. Colleen ice. I can see some of y'all, traipsing down by Starbucks. I want a latte. And George just give me a new ice. Like I said, nobody want my nugget ice. Rich people problems, y'all missed me last night, didn't you? Didn't you? Huh? You eat all the chips and the fish, or you just blast freeze with some nugget ice? Folks, rich people problems. Moving on. Rich people problems. But down in Antigua, we told you, some people got it rough. Husband and wife, got this Caribbean franchise, Roti King. I think there's one in Trinidad. Roti King, all kinds of roti, size, shape. I don't think they got nugget ice here. But the folks were robbed. They said in spite of that, they can persevere. Nugget ice or no, we going forward. Bandit or not, we going forward. The people were just about closing up. You see, when bandits pounced on them, I don't know what they're looking for. Nugget ice. Look how things tight by beside. Nugget ice. You think nugget ice is the biggest problem there? I've been in this place in Antigua and Barbuda. Good food. Right? You think them people were nugget ice there? Listen to me. The bandits robbed them 3,000 EC. They use EC in Antigua and Barbuda. Am I right for the folks in Barbuda? You see, I'm talking with such confidence. They use EC in Antigua and Barbuda. If I remember correctly. They robbed them the $3,000 they had on them. Hold on. Right? Simone Adiola Johnson. They not only robbed them in 3,000. The couple, the husband and wife that manages Roti King there, the folks had 2 tickets for a concert. They robbed them the tickets too. The different, you think them boys were with nugget ice? Look, put ice in the damn cup. Any shape and size. But from this day forward, I want my nugget ice. You see? You only live once. You only live once. Wonder, Clive Jackson. But once is enough if you do it right. I can imagine, I can see some of you right now must be home. Send Huzzy. Bear, change ice. I want nugget ice in my cup. We ain't got a nugget ice in the fridge. Some of y'all can be Googling right now. Nugget ice. The people rob them the tickets too. Rob them the tickets. You see? They rob you nugget ice now. Don't put it past them. Darwin Collins. They rob them the tickets for the concert. I could see this. You passing through Stabrook. Them boys. You have any tickets for the Botheration concert? Them boys will get time with Mango Pelcher. Go and get tickets. Rob them the tickets as well. Nuggetize. Yep. But somebody lick the CXC paper. It's Caribbean way, we expect. Somebody lick the maths CXC paper. Folks, don't condone the children in it. Don't condone them. You see? Because these are the people who's going to thief nuggetize. Somebody said they're sticking with the regular ice. We're not nuggetize in fashion, we gotta wear it. They lick the CXC paper. Nothing in this world is secret anymore. Nothing. Don't encourage your children. You see, if they bring home that stuff, don't encourage them. Please. I told our eldest son is turning 14 this year. And we tell him, do your best, that's all. Do your best. Do your best. If people want to do touch the subject CXC, God bless you. More power to you. You see? More power to you. People who don't want to do all that, right on. We with you too. We just demand your best. Give us your best. Don't cheat. Give us your best. CXC math paper leak. Investigation launched. You know, some people go all out, you know. For what? For what? Then when you're done, you can't even add properly. All right? You can't even add properly. But we got to think back at the whole syllabus for the CXC business. I never used Pythagoras theorem for nothing. You all remember that? I never used simultaneous equation for nothing. What happened on one side, what happened on the other side, and you balance up. What was all that for? Well, my grand, what was all that for? I still trying to understand. Some days I was going good, and I just get a flashback. You know? You remember Pythagoras theorem? Something on the opposite side is equal to something on the left side, up top, go wrong, come wrong. You see? That's like trying to bring down the cost of living in this country. We can't figure it out. We can't figure it out. Don't say we can thief the maths paper, though. Right? Don't say we can thief the maths paper. And if you children bringing home thieving paper, something wrong because they should don't know. Breaks up with them. Breaks up with them. Right? So we got to watch that. People say they launch an investigation. Right? You launch an investigation. So you got to watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Math paper. We're in the 592, good folks. We're in the 592. I think I'm, where am I? I think we, yeah, I think I'm on the right side now. We're in the 592. Oh, look at this gold. The graphic artist to be praised. The graphic artist to be praised. 3,000 persons watching us live. 3,000. Folks, we honored. We humbled. You know, we humble. Right? It's only 3,000 yellow. So, it's only 3,000. Hope you get fish and chips. A little cokes with your nugget ice. 3,000 people watching us. You know, they tell us we have the largest live audience. Not only in Guyana, but some people argue in the Caribbean. Thanks to y'all. Right? Thanks to y'all. It's only fast people could bring these kind of numbers. Clive Jackson, Jan Gravesandi, Simone, Adiola, Melissa April. It's only fast people gather like this. It's only fast people. Y'all see fast people by Mars. You know, half of them people didn't know Mars. But Guyanese fast. We're going to see who else going. We're going to see the dead. We're going to see who else going. Folks, you know, it's fascinating the way we honor the dead in this country. And it's different in every community. I find like folks in Georgetown don't too fancy. Funeral like that. But folks in Region 5, folks in 5, and elsewhere, you see, can't talk this church, no white, maybe this isn't close by. Different. Culturally, it's very interesting. to see. If you see people, if you see as far as the eye could see, you see, as far as the eye could see, I looking at this thing on social media, I says, boy, them federal here. It's happening here. If you see people, and I could tell you, 3/4 of them went to see who else going. 3/4 of them. We fast like that. But I'm grateful. Since I talked that, 100 people join us. I sure some of y'all send you the link and say, watch, Duncan talking with Mars. Join in. We like story. We like bacchanal, as the Trinities say. You know, we like session. Right? Yeah, no place on North like Guyana, folks. No place. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Father of his mercies. Look story here. Look story here. Folks, I'm feeling this COVID fat now. I can't wait till we can now go push him 1 or 2 days in a week. Look story here, folks. That was on our side. I don't know my mic the hot. But look story here now. Father have his mercies. 21-year-old, 20-year-old. I just had a year in the girl life. Gabriella Allen. She says she's innocent. She's been given 8 years for raping a child. 8 years for raping a child. You know, I can't explain it. But let me tell you something. She is proclaiming her innocence. The court, she's been found guilty by a jury of her peers. 8 years. I was watching quite recently. I'm trying to remember the country it was. Some immigrants are waiting at a processing area. I can't for the life of me remember which country it was, but quite recently. The point I want to make is people got all kinds of things they're dealing with, mentally and otherwise. I don't know how the 7-year-old strayed off. And the cameras in this area caught a man leaving with his child. Leaving with his child. And then this sicko called his mother to tell the mother the child that they're seeing on national television, he has the child. Well, the mother apparently coerced him to come over to her place where the authorities were waiting. They found the child dead in the car. Look, it's so bizarre to think about it. A man lurking in this area where immigrants are being processed. And he just walked off with this child. Like his child, hand in hand, the child gone. He and the child gone. It's scary, you can kill the child just like that. People go, and when you look at him, you see all that, you know. You ain't seen all that. Look as natural as could be. I can see some of y'all, you know, watching Gabriella and say, hey, she look like I settle down with she. Gabriella just been found guilty of raping an 8-year-old girl. Right? The mother said the thing has had an impact. Has had an impact on the child. You know, she's now trying to insert all kinds of stuff, you know, in her private area. And the mother said, you know, when the child and her walking down the street, she would just tell the story to strangers. You know, you come up to the mother, you say, hello, how are you doing, auntie, and so on. The child would just tell anybody the story. The mother said, that is the impact that this event has had on the child. Right? That is the impact. But I hope 8 years, she's going to be 28 when she gets out. She's still relatively young. I don't know if jail is fixed that kind of thing. Right? Hope she finds Jesus in jail. That's what I hope. People got all kinds of struggle. This child was left in her care. Right? And then the unthinkable, when you see people don't left the chair with having anybody, don't get them wrong. A sick world outside. Sick world outside there. Yep. Father have his mercies. Father have his mercies. Some folks is like, Nice time, people. Nice time. They're telling us that locally, some of y'all, I know who they're firing us. So look at these people here backward. Folks, since I tell y'all, 3,000 watching, we 300 more joining. Set up fast, people. I know some of y'all, with y'all nuggetize in the diaspora, y'all gonna laugh at me. But folks are telling us very soon, you're gonna be able to switch your service. I hear E-Networks now offering phone services too. You can switch your service between E-Networks, between Digicel, and still keep your number. Folks, hold on. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. And in my spirit, this is Obio. That's why I sense in my spirit. They're telling you, you could switch your service. Digicel, GT&T, and keep your number. That's Obio. So them boys going Guadeloupe now. I trust you all happy. I trust you all happy. I trust you. But that's what they're telling us. You could very shortly, don't run down yet, hold on. Because see some of y'all heading through the door to Nuggetize in your hand. Heading down to GT&T. Hold on. That's Obia. That is Obia. Okay, see, Carmichael, how else you explain it? How else? How else? Folks, some of y'all bad. I was watching Jadgeo press conference for the sheer entertainment value. And folks, Jadgeo numbers 10. Jadgeo numbers 10. Like I want to ask y'all must tune in. I won't do that to y'all. I know y'all can't take the kind of rackings. Right? I can see some of y'all, dip into the press conference. Like say, your whole glass come along, you nuggetize on the floor. But the folks say very soon, you can switch your phone, any network, and keep your number. That's Obia. Moving on. That's Obia. That's what I said. It's Obia. But look, story here now. Stop the clock. Wait a cotton pick a minute. Wait a cotton pick. Look, story here now. The couple wanted by Soku. Big bulletin. Soku put out. For the people. The folks said they were astonished. When they related their story, I thought about Brother Tukuma Ugunse. People say we right here helping them every day with a case. We astonished when we see ourselves in wanted bulletin. And then with the lawyer, right? They said the lawyer rather said, told us what we knew. That wanted bulletins where you can't really find people. And like you gotta send people are evading. Right? The people said just the same week they were talking with Soku. And they were surprised when they saw this wanted bulletin. My mind went back to Brother Tukuma Ogunse. I said, well, look, story here. The Lord don't come, he send. Because these people going through the same problem. Same story they're going through. I said, well, look, story here now in this one Guyana. Look, story here. Take a look, folks. And take a listen as Jennifer Mariah Ali and her husband Reyes Ali turned themselves into the police. They said they were wanted in connection to money laundering. Folks, this is a new side hustle, next to selling dog food. This is a new side hustle, right? And after selling marijuana and cocaine. New side hustle. Take a look and take a listen as they surrendered to Soku today. Right? Take a look, good folks, and take a listen.
This is Riaz Ali, Jennifer Ali, right? So, yes, they are the two persons that appeared on the wanted bulletin. What is ironic about this wanted bulletin is that they are witnesses in another matter, another money laundering matter. I believe the other money laundering matter is the first of its kind in Guyana. There are prime witnesses in that matter. Surprisingly, they are now considered suspects. I've spoken to Mr. Ali and Mrs. Ali, and they would have indicated to me that they're surprised that SOCO would have issued a wanted bulletin. Now, we all know that a wanted bulletin is issued when a person cannot be found, when efforts by the police would have failed. This is not the case. This is a case where the police are in constant contact, especially SOCO. They're in constant contact with these parties because they're prime witnesses. Surprisingly, it was not a summon issued to them, but rather a wanted bulletin, which means they are now a suspect, which also means by extension that they will be prevented from giving evidence in the other matter, which is connected. I'm assuming it's connected, unless it's an independent investigation. So that wanted bulletin was issued yesterday. This is now less than 24 hours since I'm turning them in. I have indicated to SOCO that last night that I'll be turning them in today. The reason for not turning them in yesterday is because they were both out of town. They're business people, and they were both out of town, and they would have been back like 7 last night in Georgetown. So they're here to clear their names. I've given them instructions as to how they respond, and they will not be giving any statement. They will exercise their right to remain silent. So you all can have this on record that if any confession statement arise out of this engagement with SOCO, it will be subject to challenge because they will not be acting against my instructions. That is all I would wish to say at this time. The other matter I cannot comment on because I'm also defense counsel in that matter.
Are you concerned that the police seems to be using the wanted bulletins?
I think so because I tell you what, they in the matter that I referred to earlier, which is now before the court, they indicate that my clients were attempting to flee the jurisdiction. Now, fleeing the jurisdiction does not mean you go through the regular port. You can go through several ports. But on that occasion, my clients were leaving the jurisdiction for the 5th time since that investigations commenced. Leaving for the 5th time means that you could have left before and not come back. They have left and come back. That by itself prevented me as a ground for bail, prevented me from getting bail both in the magistrate's court and in the high court. The second ground that the prosecution raised in that matter for bail is that these persons are related and are family members of my clients in the substantive matter referred to, and that they will interfere with them. Now, my response, of course, would be interference with witnesses is a criminal offense, and that can be dealt with at another level. Nonetheless, the judge and the magistrate agree with the prosecution in those cases and refuse bail. So my clients are still not on bail, even though money laundering is not listed as one of the non-bailable offenses in Guyana. It is eminently a bailable offense, but yet, notwithstanding the Bail Act that came into being on the 4th of January this year, bail was denied. So, surprisingly, these witnesses who considered to be prime in my matter, in the matter before, they are now considered suspects.
What's the matter before?
The matter before is both at Diamond and at Georgetown Magistrates Court. I wouldn't give you the details of the trial, but the names of the parties are Kenneth Ramnarine, Damian Ramnarine, and Yvette Sarupa. I'm representing both Kenneth Ramnarine, Damian Ramnarine. This is Kenneth Ramnarine's daughter and Damian Ramnarine's sister. This is the brother-in-law.
What business are they involved?
He's a broker. He's a custom broker. She's unemployed. She's home making babies. She has 2 small babies. One is 3 years old and one is 2 years old. So she's planning on her 3rd, subject to SOCO granting her bail. So you would wish to say anything? Okay.
What y'all making with wanted bulletin?
Nonsense. It's trash. Due to the fact that, we're very cooperative since 2021. We've been every time Soko meets us in here, we're here. But with the whole investigation, we've always been cooperative. Actually, that Tuesday, he was Tuesday, right? He made contact with, I'm not going to mention name here. So we've been constantly keeping in contact with Soko. So I don't know what's the need for the WhatsApp bulletin. Like that took me by surprise. They could just pick the phone up as they've done numerous times. They have our address. They have our address. And the thing is, they always call. They always call. If they need further assistance, they call. We're here. I don't know what's with the WhatsApp bulletin. It's defaming my character, it's defaming my husband's. Due to the fact that he's a customer officer. So, nonsense.
Are we being investigated for another matter by Soko?
No.
So since 2021, this is the only time they were.
We are the prime suspect in a ongoing investigation. Witness, sorry, prime witness. Sorry, that's it. Prime witnesses. Right, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Nonsense. Very disappointing. It's so cool.
Folks, there is never a dull moment in the 592. There's like I'm confused. I need like 3 attorneys to break down all that. Is it me or is the attorney for the people who they're testifying against, their attorney and the people attorney? Is it me? I'm asking a question because that's how a little thing for me. Like, folks, I got a law degree and I'm still trying to unpack this. And I listened to this but 5 times. I'm still trying to unpack it. Is it me? He got to be a bad lawyer. You know? Just come over here. Defend them, go over, sir, defend. Is it me? You know, Toussaint, Wilma Grant, Hazley, Naomi Drucker, Alia what? Alia run out, girl. You run out. Is it me? All right, the folks turn themselves in. They turn themselves in wicked, stink, and dirty. You know they're trying with the PNC again. Right? You know they're trying with the office there in Latem. They don't like see office. They don't like see land. We're being told. As soon as the people back turn in Latem, they touch down. But the PNCR says action will be taken against the government for trespassing. Right? Who don't know? Action would be taken against the government for trespassing. Only 592. Only in the 592. Folks, since I made a comment about 3,700 people join us. Jesus have mercy. You're going to make me feel bad now that only about 100 people are watching Jadgeo press conference. I can feel bad now. 3,600 people watching me. But you're not trying with the PNC office and let them again. You're not trying with the office again. They ain't gonna done, you know. You gotta finish them. They ain't gonna done. They ain't gonna done. You gotta done them. And the name calling. I can't wait to tell y'all. Y'all by another name calling. Well, he take off. Al magistrate, Leron Daly, he take off. He fly up the rails. They believe the judiciary is their own. The magistracy, they think it's their own. I can imagine Al McClellan when he's saying, good riddance to the whole pack of the Jagabats. Good riddance. I gotta try doing this program standing up. I think it's all that with this COVID fact and complications. You know, put a treadmill right here and I run in and doing the program. But with my nugget ice. Yep. There's all kind of worries. Well, he run out. Well, the Guyana Association of Women Lawyers run out behind me. Run out behind me. They didn't get the outcome in the case how they want it. He abusing down. Leron Daly. You see, he dropped Wilson Jordan on one side. He forget Brazenton had land case against the DPP drop. He forget Ashley Singh had land case against the DPP dropped the charges from it. They forget. The memory real short. But you run out. The women lawyers run out behind he. They say we can defend Leron Daly. They run out. Drop kick. headbutt, run out behind he. Here you are, boy. Here you are, boy, in the program. You know you able. Here you are. Share this damn live, folks. Smash the emoji button. Here you are, boy. You know? They know they able. Before they get too little children run home behind in the old age. But we able with them. Donna Miller, Mike Welchman. We able with them. Listen to y'all, boy. Share the damn live, smash the emoji button. Take a look. Take a listen.
The case involved a charge of misconduct in public office instituted against former Minister of Finance Winston Jordan. The transaction to which gave rise to the charge was the sale and transferal of title of a wharf, government's asset. Today, a magistrate ruled, accepting a no-case submission, ruled that Mr. Jordan is not a public officer and therefore could not have committed that offense. Misconduct in public office requires the person who is the subject of the charge to be a public officer in law. And the magistrate ruled that Mr. Jordan, as Minister of Finance, did not fall within the definition of who is a public officer for the purpose of this charge. How can a government, how can the state, how can the public, how can a sitting attorney general with responsibility for justice not be critical of such a ruling? A ruling that from all indications is one that is palpably, patently, and outrageously wrong. How do you get the public, how do you secure the public confidence when you have rulings of this type? And if this was an isolated ruling, then, one could have found it a little malleable. But it is not an isolated ruling. Many of the cases arising out of the elections, and many cases in which political personalities are charged, are treated in a particular way. And cases involving the ordinary Guyanese are treated differently. Magistrates are going to extreme lengths in recusing themselves from hearing these cases on the flimsiest of reasons and basis. These cases are unduly adjourned and protracted. And here it is, if I was in doubt, or if the public was in doubt about the approach of these magistrates in these cases, you have this ruling which dissipates the doubts. And in my humble view, sends a clear message, which is not a healthy message for the administration of justice. It is not a healthy message for the administration of justice. The state will decide what remedial actions will be taken. That's a matter for the Director of Public Prosecutions and those who instituted the charge. That's a different arm of the state. That doesn't fall within the purview of the government. But this matter involves a substantial piece of real estate of the state. And in any event, the government is entitled to express a view critical of the judiciary when the occasion warrants it. And this occasion certainly warrants it.
Your boy, on top. He vexed. Faith Gulbari, Wesley Ward, he vexed. He can't get an erection. And he blaming Magistrate Leron Daly. You heard that? Can't get an erection. He blaming the magistrate. I mean, he can't get a conviction. Sorry. He can't get a conviction, Maureen. And he wants to blame Magistrate Leron Daly for all his woes. He wants to blame the good magistrate for all his woes. Margaret Nelson. I remember a line out of that epic film. You know, that classic, Law-Abiding Citizen. Isn't that what you know? Isn't that what you know? He's making proof in court. See, he can't get an erection, I mean a conviction. He wants to blame the magistrate. It's a lot of personal anger and venom going there. You know? A lot of, you gotta get something to cool down all of this energy, man. All this energy. Folks, I got a 2-year-old, my son. Saint Zane, S-A-I-N-T, Z-A, all of my kids, my 3 boys got hyphenated names, their first name. His son with me hyphenated first name. Don't worry it. Saint, S-A-I-N-T, dash, Zane, Z-A-Y-N. I know you're all fast like that. You're in the whole family business. You see? When I'm done with the politics and I go home, my son has run to me at the front door. He said, Daddy, come home. He hold on to my foot. Daddy, come home. Hold on to my leg. That's distress me, sir. Perhaps. I don't got to get distressed like that. Perhaps. You know what are the kisses of children? Your son come and hug me. Hug you and say, Daddy, I love you. Bald-head bastard. All your stress gone. All your stress. There's a lot of pent-up stress. Dear Mr. AG, a lot of pent-up stress. I even want to talk with the technical parts of the program. A whole AG got green screen bleeding all over his shirt. He probably don't even know what I'm talking about. You know? He and the screen is one. Yeah, I want to run a whole government. Can't even host a little program properly. The whole green screen bleeding all over his shirt. That's why he looked like the background. The producer wanted to fade away. But he taking a hint. He out here abusing the same fellow who brought the administration of justice into disrepute. According to the Caribbean Court of Justice. According to the Caribbean, same fellow. He say a word when Ashley sing fraud charges. How much fraud charges he had with land? He not a word when Basington fraud charges drop. When he charges with the law books drop, he'll say a word. From 19 fraud charges. But no, the judiciary bad because they don't give him the kind of result that he wants. No. Suddenly he get up and realize, oh my God, this place tainted. I ain't getting no convictions for these trumped up charges with electoral fraud. How far? A lot of pent up and anger there, man. A lot of pent-up anger. When I come home, my little son run and hug me. Father of mercy. You know, my big son is overseas. You know, my big son ends a phone call me and said, Daddy, I love you. You know, Jesus. God. What if people could do me? What if people could do me? You got to love a whole family behind you. You know, a young wife and so on. What man could do you? What man could do you? You know, hope y'all share the lives. The whole set of y'all pack out here. Smash the emoji button. Let me go down the road. Moving on, folks. Moving on. Them boys tell me Rosal smoking. But them ain't burning nothing there. Rosal Estate. 3 years in. A pack of lies. Oh, we're going to reopen the sugar factories. 3 years in, we still waiting. A pack of bundle of lies. A pack and a bundle of lies. Well, it's so historic. People see little smoke coming out of Rosal Estate. They take a picture. You know, 3 years in, not an estate. How we can make sugar great again? They didn't sell a pound of sugar profitability yet. They didn't sell a pound. And now you're getting chicken wars. Yeah? To get the friends a little edge, they ban imported chicken. They ban imported chicken. Well, I trust they're happy. It's the chicken wars now. When the price start going up, you know who to blame. You know who to blame when the price start going up. It's the chicken wars. They ban chicken. Right? They won't allow us to be great, huh? Right? They won't allow us to be great. They ban chicken. Rascal chicken anyhow. Here is fella. With all the times I can't give y'all everything I want to give y'all. The breakdown, unpack. This press conference that them boys had today. But one of the things that stood out, you know, wading into this local government period. Folks, we're wrapping up. We're wading in this local government election period. I like how y'all boy, Papa Liar. He said, I'm going to talk about the PNCR press conference for a couple of minutes. And then we're going to move on to other things. Again today, you know they don't have anything substantial over there to discuss anyhow. An hour and 50 minutes later, he's still talking about the PNCR. You know, I'll talk about them a couple of minutes and so on. You mean more like 73 or something like that. Hour and 30 minutes later, he's still waxing about the PNC. He's still waxing. But one of the things that stood out to me, you all boys said they were good. Good to people with housing and so on. You see? They never break down nobody's house and so on. You know, they had a good policy. Right? He said he was talking with their campaigners. You know, those that are hitting the street. And he said, if you all meet up with these problems, he's giving them how to deal with different problems. He said, do not be afraid to go in any community. Come with me on like chase y'all out. Do not be afraid to go in any community. That's what he said. And he telling them how to go about, you know, campaigning. And then he mentioned Mocha. He said they were kind to the people at Mocha. This thing's serious, it's funny. It's so serious and funny. Take a look and take a listen to y'all, boy. Take a look and take a listen to y'all, boy. Take a look.
So we make sure that we talk to people. You would have seen me going to Mabaruma and Port Kaituma. We didn't do a bunch of public meetings as yet. That will come in a later phase. But just speaking to the people who are actually going out to do the work, so they're equipped with the information. And when they are asked questions, because they were asked many questions, they would confront issues like they may go to a community that might have been hostile to us in the past, and somebody would say, oh, you're a racist party. How you address that issue? Because as I said before, we show through our policies. We've equipped people with that information. They will hear all of the rumors that APNU continue to spread. Like in the city, APNU told the people in the front row in East and West Rumpelt that should the PPP win Georgetown, we remove all those squatters there on the front row, exciting fear among the people. But this is typical of APNI. Of course, it's not true, because those people have lived there for a very long time. And if you know anything about the PPP, we have not done the heavy-handed sort of removal of people from where they are living and even squatting. We've regularized, since we've been in office, in our tenure, over 150 squatting areas and converted them into today what you see as major housing communities. We have assisted people even on the Mucker stretch to make sure that they have an alternate arrangement or they get compensated. That's our approach. So it hasn't, first of all, there's been no talk about removing anyone, squatters, but that's what they're saying to people because they have nothing else to say. And this is what APNU has been doing. They've done that with the vendors. And we had to address that issue also with the vendors. So it's a lot of fear mongering among people. They're told people in All Boys Town will send in policemen every day to harass them in their communities. That's the word.
Folks, I can't be the only one who heard that. I can't be the only one who heard that. This jackabat, this liar. Man said they don't have a heavy hand to removing people. They're not removing squatters. Jesus of mercy. You're hearing this nonsense? I told you, I tune into his press conferences for the education, for the entertainment value. For the man said they don't have a heavy hand. You and I were there, big bull. We can play it back. We don't have the time now to do it. Play back those big bulldozers trying to hit people off of that bridge. People in that house breaking down the roof. They don't have a. Well, if there's a soft hand, if there's a velvet glove, oh. If that's the velvet glove, they don't have a heavy. You heard that? That's what Chase Green them selling the soul for. Trisha Richards and the whole pack of them. A box of cook up and 10,000. He don't have a heavy. All you hear, you know what fascinates me is that the journalists sit down there and they don't. Say, but Jagabat, here they all went down there and knocked on them people's house. There's no heavy hand. There's no heavy hand. All you heard that, folks, we ain't got the time to unpack everything. We don't have the time tonight to unpack it. We don't. We don't have the time. Right? We can show Macau, we can show it whole land, man. I want to just rush to it. We can marry the two. We don't have a heavy hand. You hear the fella? How you can trust these people? Listen to me. Jadgeo and the PPP. Them is the set who is kill you. They will only come for cry the funeral, you know. They can fight your family for ideology. That's them. They can kill you, stab in your back, bust your throat. You see? And when the live happening at the funeral, like by Sir Mar's funeral, they won't come and hollering down the loudest. They want to read scripture and they want to read the eulogy. Same set. We don't have a heavy hand. Jesus of mercy. Oh, somebody come and get a mic for me. We don't have a heavy hand. But that's the velvet glove, Jennifer Griffith, Harville Squires, Roxanne Aaron, Annette Cummins, Alicia Motilal. Alicia says Jadgeo is a hypocrite and a hypocrite. I had a piece. He's a hypocrite as well. He's a hypocrite. A hypocrite. Omar Anthony. Hypocrite. Some of y'all know y'all able. Folks, wherever you're joining us from tonight, share the damn live, smash that emoji button, right? You better go out and vote. As Omar says, green and yellow, you better go out and vote. You better go out and vote. He said they don't have a heavy hand, right? And listen, before we run off, listen to how Jadgeo don't know the city. He has never stepped a foot. You heard how he called that area? He said the front row. Oh, Father, help me. Help me. That area is known as the front road. Twice he said it. Oh, and the people by the front row? And they want you vote for them in the city. They want to tell people that they understand your struggles. He don't even know when the people are there. He has never set a foot in that area before now. And until now, he probably didn't go in person. He said the front row. ROW. That's the front road. If you know tongue, you know the people squat on the front row. He said, we're not moving squatters. Tell the people at Success Squatting Area. Tell the people at Amelia's Ward. Tell the people at Mucka, Cane View Mucka. Tell them we don't move squatters. See if they laugh you off the stage. See if they laugh you off the stage. Folks, we have a closer for you. But let's end on that note tonight. Let us end on that note. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. I know the person who was coming as the closer gonna vex with me. All right? We had a closer. But I want to end on this note. Right? That's their brutal housing policy. They don't have a heavy hand. Right? They don't have a heavy hand. Folks, I want to encourage you. We have a passion, for bringing you folks valid, credible information, for pursuing the truth wherever it leads. Help us to do more of these programs. It's a struggle. It's a labor love. Right? We know you out there. Not all of you. Some of you don't care what ice you get. You don't even worry about nugget ice. Right? You speak at the people. But others, you're big like that. If you can help us to keep on the air, if you can help us to keep the lights on, the doors open, and the internet ticking away, we're going to go and get the information and show you. Right? We're going to watch the press conference. So you're going to subject yourself to 2 hours plus of the nonsense. Pack of lies. The man can lie. Oh, we don't have a heavy hand. A heavy flipping boots, though. Heavy boots, though. We out here. We out here. That being said, good folks. That being said, that's our time and that's our program. It's 18 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock, or 19, they said. We want to thank you folks for joining us. Folks, some of y'all getting a little complacent. Share the damn live, no man. Because I'm showing the belly of your chest recently, share the live, smash that emoji button, and let me go down the road. The folks who are joining us on YouTube and Facebook, especially, smash that emoji button before we go. We got 3,000 plus of you still watching us across social media. 2,000 on Facebook alone. 3,200 across social media. Smash that emoji button before you leave. Share the live as well. That's a program, good folks. And that's my time. Let me end here tonight. That's our program. And that's our time. I'm back. Thanks for joining us. Your boy come back. I had a good rest over the last 24 hours. I can take another 24, honestly, just to bring back the system. I tried to throw up the COVID fight. It didn't suit me. I ain't like it. I ain't like it. I feel it. I ain't like it. Right? And I feel very listless. I tried. Y'all boy did try. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button for y'all boy. And let me go down the road. That being said, that's our time. And that's our program. Omar Anthony, stay safe. Wanda Fraser, Freya Lion, Mavis Davis, well, stay safe. Laverne, stay safe at your end. All the other folks who are joining us from the various places, stay safe at your end. I want to say to Atasha, thanks for the thing, Atasha. Thanks for the thing. Thanks for the thing, Natasha. Thanks for the thing. That being said, folks, share the live. Don't be get complacent. We're in this together, man. Smash that emoji button and find a way to partner with us so we can keep on keeping up. Stay safe, guys. We done. We gone. Stay safe. Last week time. Stay safe. Jack Powers, the Godfather.